Hey guys, happy July. Hope your month is off to a good start. We are having a great summer so far. We've done some first of our travel with Donnie, which went super well. He was a champ and I'm so glad about that. And lots of fun family time and enjoying the sunshine finally. It's starting to heat up here. And it's just been really good. I hope your guys' summer is off to a good start too. I'm going to share a look at some of my favorite things from the past month with you from June, including covering a wide range of categories, shall we say, clothes, accessories, personal care, home goods, multimedia, tasty treats, and then a couple of my mommy picks at the end for my toddler and my infant. Clothes and accessories. So, okay. Everybody put on their big girl pants because I'm going to talk about underwear, all right? I'm going to talk about it. I've found underwear I really like, and it's not something that, you know, is maybe not a lot of people would choose to talk about on the internet, but I want to truly recommend things that I truly enjoy, and I have found the best underwear. I'm just going to hold up the box, okay? So I'm not going to hold up the actual underwear. I'm just going to hold up the box because I bought myself some new ones. Postpartum, I needed some new underwear because I was still wearing my pregnancy underwear, which were a size too big anyway. So these are the Packed Super Soft Organic Lace Waist Hipster Brief. I actually first saw these at Whole Foods, I want to say about a year ago. Probably right before I got, maybe even longer. It was like right before I got pregnant with Donnie. And they're not inexpensive, but they seemed really nice and they have a really good kind of fair trade. They're fair trade certified, no sweatshops, no child labor, no toxic dyes, no toxic pesticides. It's like feel good clothing. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I'll give them a try. I need some new underwear. They are the best. They are not only the best quality underwear I've ever owned, including those like super expensive hanky-panky underwear, which fall apart so much faster. Like I told you, I bought myself new underwear. It's not because the other ones were falling apart. It's because they were too big on me now that I'm, you know, not pregnant and have lost my baby weight. They were just too big. That's why I replaced them, not because they're worn out. They would have lasted a lot longer. So they're really, really high quality. And, you know, it's kind of got like a feel-good purpose behind the brand, which I appreciate. And I'm appreciating even more as I grow older and wiser. But I just had to bring them up because it's not something I would have known to look for. I just happened upon it. You can buy them on Zappos, which is great, and I think Amazon as well. But they are not inexpensive. They are expensive underwear. But I will say they last and they are really good quality. Very comfortable. The lace part is nice because the lace waist I think is a really nice thing. It just feels comfortable and it you know, it doesn't create any like lines or anything in that way. They have other, you know, they have like, you could get like a thong or like a cheeky kind of hipster thingy, but I like the briefs. They're great. So there, I talked about underwear on the internet. Off to a good start. For accessories, I know I recently did a what's in my diaper bag video, but I realized I don't think I talked about my diaper bag. Did I already talk about it in my favorites? Mommy brain. I hope I didn't, but if I did, I am sorry for repeating myself. But the thing is, I have fallen even deeper in love with this bag. This is my freshly picked diaper bag. Gorgeous dove gray. I love it. It's like a faux leather, but it's really realistic looking and has a great texture to it too. And I have now traveled with this bag, and that to me is the test of any diaper bag, is if you can travel with it. I have traveled by car, I have traveled by plane. It has been with me in the trenches, and it has withstood the test of travel. I will link my what's in my diaper bag video so you guys can see what I generally pack in it. I didn't get around to filming a what's in my carry-on bag, which I've been meaning to do since I've had little ones, but we are traveling several more times this summer, so I will try to do that at some point. I just didn't get a chance to do that because I do bring slightly different things when I'm traveling than when I pack in it, you know, just on a day-to-day basis. But I keep this packed to the gills just so I have everything that I need in the event that I need it. when I'm just running in somewhere, I'll just bring my wallet and my phone and leave this in the car. But when I'm gonna be out for a while, or we're going to somebody's house and I just want my whole kit and caboodle, I bring this, and I just think it's really nice looking and really functional. So I wanted to mention that here, and again, I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I just don't know. I guess I could have looked, but I just don't know. Okay, for personal care, I have fallen in love with a new deodorant, and the hunt for the best natural, like non-aluminum deodorant has been an ongoing search for years. I used the La Vanilla Sport. That was the best one I could find when I was pregnant with both my babies. But I still wasn't 100% amazingly impressed by it. It was I would say it was like 90% effective. I wanted something a little bit more effective than that. Well, I know I mentioned this before, but I started watching Brittany from Vassar Beauty, her videos earlier this year, and she talked about this deodorant. This is, let's see if it'll focus on it. This is the Organic Island deodorant. It is natural and organic, no added fragrance, and aluminum free. Literally doesn't smell like anything. It is just like a normal deodorant stick. It works so well. It really works. Doesn't have a scent. It really works. It doesn't leave a residue. It's not sticky. It doesn't make me feel clammy. It doesn't have any of those natural deodorant pitfalls, you know? And it really, really works, and I can't recommend it enough. I really like this. You can get this on Amazon, and it's been a game changer for me. I don't think I'm going back to aluminum deodorant ever again. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Never say never, because somebody will remember that and be like, well, you said you weren't gonna go back to that kind of deodorant. I'll be like, oh, okay, I guess I did say that. So I don't see myself going back to that now that I found this, but I have, you know, after I've done breastfeeding my babies, I've been going back to like a traditional aluminum deodorant, and now I found this and I don't feel like I need to. So we'll see how that holds up. Okay, home goods. I bought this little brush here. This is now hold on, it's called the Full Circle Bubble Up Ceramic Soap Dish and Dish Brush. Hopefully it will focus on it. Yeah, so it's this little bamboo brush with this kind of like plasticky bristles, I think, and then this little cup on the bottom. And what you do is you put a little soap and a little water on the bottom, and this is a spring on it, and when you push down with the brush, the soap comes up a little bit and fills your brush with soap. It's a great little design. I bought this because I wanted to see if I could get away from using sponges. I know they harbor a lot of bacteria. I feel like I have to replace them a lot. I feel like I have to clean them very frequently, and I clean mine in the microwave. You could also put them in the dishwasher, but honestly, this wasn't for me. This isn't the right solution. I'm still kind of looking for something that's a little bit more, I feel like, I don't know. I'm still looking for the perfect thing that's better than a sponge, I suppose, for me. But the reason this isn't my favorite is because my husband likes this. Color me shocked, to say the least, when one day he goes, I really like that new dish brush you bought. And I was like, what? The fact that he even noticed there was something new in the kitchen is extraordinary, especially something small like this. And B, that he noticed it enough to like it means that he used it, means that he did some dishes. And I'm telling you guys, find a dishwashing thing that your husband likes, or your whatever your partner likes, whoever does the main. I'm the main dishwasher in the house, right? And they will do more dishes without prompting, without asking. I mean, you can tell it's been used, right? I've only had this for a month, and I'm not using it. I'm still using my sponges, and it's been used. He really likes it. So I had to mention that here. I got this on Amazon. It was fairly inexpensive. I think it's really attractive looking. You can throw this in the dishwasher to disinfect if you want. I didn't like how short it was for me. I needed, I don't know, I either want a sponge or I want something longer. So if you guys have any suggestions, I'm looking for I'm looking to see if I can get away from using sponges because the bacteria part kind of freaks me out a little bit. But yeah, that would be my favorite, because I'm telling you, he's doing more dishes without me asking. I don't expect it, and then it happens, and I'm like, yes, it's the brush. It's the dish brush. Okay, for multimedia, I have a couple of YouTubers that I have just been absolutely obsessed with. One is Will Smith. Will Smith has a YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with who Will Smith is, where have you been for the last 20 years? I mean, I'm a hermit. Like, I live under a rock and I even know who he is. He's a famous actor. He's also like been a professional musician. He's worn many hats. But I really enjoy him as an actor. Some of my favorite movies that he's been in: Independence Day, Men in Black. I'm sure I'm forgetting some. Those are kind of the standouts. And then obviously Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the TV show. That was like all of the awesomeness in was that the 90s? I think it was the 90s. Oh boy. But he started a YouTube channel recently, and it is so cool. Now, of course, he's Will Smith, so he has help with filming and editing and production. It's like kind of a more produced thing, but I love that he's embracing YouTube. I think it's really cool. He claims that it's a great creative outlet for him, which I totally can relate to, because that's why I post on YouTube as well. And it's just funny. So I will post a link to his video below, to his channel. If you like Will Smith and want to check him out, it's just like, it's great because he does lots of things that are funny, but also shares things that have more of like a meaningful impact, a little bit more below surface, instead of just surface level. So that's one YouTube channel. The other one is Boho Beautiful. I discovered this channel when I was searching for Pilates videos to do at home, because I thought, you know, I really want to start kind of working on some, I wouldn't say fitness, but just like getting my body moving and feeling stronger again. A couple of months ago, I started looking into this. When I was about 3 months postpartum, it felt like, okay, I think I can make this part of my daily routine. I need to find something that can help me with that in short little spurts during the day, because sometimes I can get 15 or 20 minutes to grab while Donnie's happy playing on the floor or whatever he's doing, where I can do these things. And then when Cece's around, she likes to join in. It's pretty cute. So Boho Beautiful, she does Pilates and yoga inspired videos, and they're great. They're perfect. They're the perfect length of time for me. I really like her approach to it. It's very clear and easy to follow, and they film in beautiful locations, so it's easy to watch in that way. And I've been doing her 21-day Pilates challenge. I'm on my second round of it now. I will link that specific video below, because that has been great for me, a great kind of reintroduction to moving my body in that kind of way. And I'm feeling stronger already. I'm like halfway through the second round, so I'm about 4 or 5 weeks into my Pilates, reintroduction to Pilates, I would say, and it's just really making a huge difference in how I feel in my body. And I look forward to watching more of her videos and being able to do more as I get stronger. So yeah, she's definitely been a favorite. And then another multimedia favorite is this cookbook. This is the Simply Vegan Cookbook by Dustin Harder. Awesome book, really awesome. And if you missed my last video, or my video before the last one, I talked about how I'm moving towards a plant-based diet. I'm not considering myself a vegan in the actual definition of the word. Like, I'm not really defining myself in that way. I'm just trying to follow a plant-based diet and be a little bit more conscious of my dietary choices, basically. And this book has been instrumental in my first month of that. You can see I have flagged it up. There are flags all over it. I actually flagged recipes that I photographed and traveled with, because I cooked on our recent trip. If you saw my last vlog, I cooked almost every night a dish that I share with the family. I'm the only one in my family who's doing this, by the way, so they supplemented with their own, you know, more animal-based food as well. But it was nice to be able to contribute something and also make something that I was able to eat, so that really helped. I'll talk about, I'm going to do my next video. I think I'm going to sit down and do a kind of a 1-month recap of my plant-based journey thus far. But I really like this cookbook for many reasons. First of all, it's extremely easy to follow. I'm not a very well-versed cook in the kitchen. I'm really new to cooking, even though I've been cooking for a long time. I've always hated it. I suddenly really like cooking now that I'm kind of choosing this path. So this is really helping me get really comfortable really quickly in the kitchen. The recipes are super easy to follow, really like how he's laid them out in the book, and they're quick. They're quick and easy to make. They're palatable, and it's just easy. Now they do, a lot of vegans or people who follow a plant-based diet try to stay away from a lot of refined oils for health reasons, not for like animal issues or whatever. And that is something I'm kind of getting closer to, but I think to start off, it's nice to incorporate some oils that if you're used to cooking with oils to kind of ease you, I would say, into the no oil way. So he does use some oils in probably most of his recipes, I would say, but it's a small amount. I can tell that he's using the bare minimum to make the recipe, work and kind of taste the way that somebody who's new to veganism or plant-based eating would enjoy. And I've been cooking up a storm from this book, and my family has been eating it, my little family and my big family's been eating it, and it has been great. So I can't recommend this enough. I have a fun giveaway for you guys. I've been posting looks at these recipes that I've been trying from this book on my Instagram stories account over the past month, and I've been tagging the author's Instagram account, and he actually has been in touch with me and offered to give away one of these amazing cookbooks to you. So if you'd like to be entered into the giveaway, you can find information for that in the description below. Open to U.S. residents, and there will be one winner. Good luck, you guys. All right, for tasty treats. So, speaking about like plant-based food, I do love ice cream. I do. But I have realized, I gave up dairy, in early February, mid-February, for breastfeeding reasons, not for any other reasons. And I realized, and I didn't miss it. And I thought, why am I not missing dairy? Because I've given up dairy before for certain, for short periods of time for different dietary reasons, and I've always missed it, and I have not missed it at all this time. And I realized very quickly that it was because I felt a lot better not eating it. That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy the things that are associated with dairy, like cheese and ice cream. Like, those are tasty things, but I don't miss them at all. That being said, it is nice to eat something like ice cream every once in a while, because it's fun and delicious, and it's more of like an experience, I would say, than a nutritional thing. When I was starting on this plant-based journey and doing lots of research and following lots of people on YouTube, one of the things I noticed that a lot of YouTubers, like vegan and plant-based YouTubers, make is called nice cream, like an NICE cream. And basically what it is not ice cream at all. It's frozen bananas blended up with a little almond milk, coconut milk, whatever you want to use, and then served. And you guys, I made this, the first time I made this was like about a month ago. And I didn't have high expectations. I was like, this is going to be really banana-y and weird. It tasted just like ice cream. I'm like, I kid you not. I took one bite and I was like, and then I ran over to Don, who was sitting on the couch. I was like, you have to try this, try this, try this. He was like, okay. He was like, whoa, that's really good. What is that? I'm like, it's bananas. It's frozen bananas, basically blended. It is so yummy. So basically how I make an ice cream is I blend up, I keep a little stash of frozen bananas in my freezer. My daughter, my 2-year-old, never eats a whole banana, so I always have little ends or bigger pieces to put in the freezer, so I have a nice kind of stash of frozen bananas at any given time. So I throw probably about 2 medium bananas worth of frozen bananas into my Vitamix. You have to use a high-speed blender for this, or a food processor like the NutriBullet will not do this. So you need something that can really blend. So I throw those into my Vitamix with a little bit of, my favorite is to use the toasted coconut milk from Califia Farms. I've talked about Califia Farms before, they're great. And then my favorite combination is to add a heaping spoonful of peanut butter and a tablespoon of cacao powder. And it is so decadent. It is so decadent. But it's not dairy, it's not ice cream, but it tastes like it. And the texture is spot on. Like for almost, I would say like a creamy ice cream. Like a really fresh, creamy one, not like a hard one. And I think if you want it to be harder, you can actually freeze the ice cream, and then it's more like ice, you know, traditional ice cream. But if you just eat it right out of the blender, it is creamy. It's like a really thick soft serve consistency. It is so good. I don't have this all the time, obviously. I have it whenever I feel a craving for it. I think I'm still doing like research on food and when it's beneficial to eat certain things. I think you're really not supposed to eat fruit except for on an empty stomach, so like more like first in the morning. So it's cool to have ice cream for breakfast basically, but I have this as a treat whenever I feel like I just need a little something. So maybe like once a week I'll whip this up, and it not only does it taste delicious, I feel good eating it. Like literally, physically, it does not feel icky to eat it. When I think back to eating like dairy ice cream, which I've always enjoyed, I realize I never physically felt well eating it, especially afterwards. And I don't have any negative consequences from eating the ice cream. So that's a happy thing. Okay, mommy kicks. I can't speak today. Mommy picks. Okay. I'm sure that I've mentioned this when Charlotte was a baby, but it bears mentioning again. My Lilla baby. This is the Complete Airflow carrier. This is a baby carrier. It's a soft structured carrier, so it wraps around your waist and clips right there, and then you clip the shoulders in the back, and you wear it kind of like this. Your baby can go face, I usually do face in. You can also do face out for a short period of time. I love this. It's been my go-to since Charlotte was a baby. Donnie now uses it too. He loves being carried. This such an important thing to me when traveling with infants, because even if we have a stroller, getting through security, getting on the plane, it just helps to have them strapped to you because you have your hands to do things with. And even more so now that I have a toddler too, and she needs my help a lot. So it's nice to be able to wear him. I take him out for walks in it. If we're going, you know, anywhere for any length of time, I make sure I have this with me. Donnie started teething in the last month, so I got some new drool pads for this. These are by 12 Bees. They're organic cotton, really nice, and I love this design that she offers where it kind of scallops down a little bit, because he's still so small that he can gum down there too. So that just kind of helps keep things neater for longer, and those are easy to just pop in the wash. But the thing I love about the Lilla baby is it's just really comfortable, but also has this great lumbar support piece in the back, which also just makes things much more comfortable. So that's my favorite. That's my favorite soft structure carrier. And then for my toddler pick, kind of keeping in with the travel theme this month, our city tour stroller. I bought this last year to be able to have a lightweight, instead of an umbrella stroller. It's kind of like a step up from an umbrella stroller, but it's not quite a full-size stroller. It's really lightweight. I can't remember if it's like 15 pounds or something, and it folds up really small into a little backpack that fits in the overhead bin in an airplane, so it's great if you don't want to check the stroller, gate check the stroller. I keep this in my car instead of keeping like one of our full-size strollers in my car. I just keep it in the car at all times in case I need a stroller on the go. It's really convenient. And she loves it. She really likes it. She went through this weird phase last year where she did not want to get in the stroller, and now she loves strollers. I think now that Donnie's here and he uses strollers too. So it's just really great to travel with. I brought it with us on our last trip. It was great to have that, along with Donnie's infant car seat, the Duna, which is like a combination car seat stroller. That's all we needed. I didn't even bring our big double stroller because we didn't need it. And it's just so convenient. It's so much easier to deal with at the airport, going through security. It can fit through the x-ray machine, so you don't have to wait for somebody to come do the weird swishy paper thing on it, which sometimes can take a while. It's great. I love it. It's great. It's easy to fold. It's perfect. And it has under the stroller storage even, which a lot of travel strollers don't, or umbrella strollers don't. It's great. I can't recommend it enough. It is a little bit of a shallow seat. That's the one thing that people complain about it. I understand they did that to make the design so compact, but I think they could deepen the seat a little bit, and we haven't had an issue with it. Those are my favorites. Oh my gosh, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I've been loving lately. I'd love to know if you want to share any of your favorite things from this summer. If you want to share, that would be great. Always love hearing from you guys, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.